Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Brother Kitty, First Vice Commander with the American Legion Post 205, supporting the Wounded Warriors Program and Building Fund, joins today's show to talk about their upcoming Oyster Roast and the mission of their club and how others may become involved. Brother Kitty, always a
Cindy.
pleasure.
How are you? How are you? How are you?
I am well. Let's talk a little bit about the Legion.
The American Legion, it was started in 1919 by Teddy Roosevelt Jr. He fought in World War I, and when he came home, he found the need to help veterans, because some of them fell by the wayside and, without jobs and stuff like that, and some of them got wounded. They weren't able to get good treatments and stuff like that. So that's continued on up until this day. It was from 1919 up until the day present. My chapter is about 8 years old. Started by a fellow named Mike Miranda,
Okay.
and he was supposed to be here today, but
He was.
I think he might have got his day. He's a little old, so I guess he must have forgotten. And Dennis Becker was
He's listening.
and Dennis Becker was our original commander, and Dennis Becker now is going on to heaven for his final inspection, and he left us, and so I moved up into the first vice, and Robert Sterling is now our commander of the club.
And how strong is it? How many people do you have in it? It is a volunteer program, right?
It is, yes. It's we probably have about, I'd say 50, 60 people. They may be more, but there's a core group of about 15, 20 guys that come all the time.
And you're looking for new members,
yes,
right?
we're always looking for new members because our sole purpose is to raise money for all the veterans.
Right.
Their kids, for scholarship funds. We work in a big way with the high school, with the ROTC.
Okay.
They do a fantastic job, those
Yes.
kids over there. So they are the future veterans that's
They
going to
are.
be protecting us when we're a little bit old and gray, and so they're going to be, looking after this
Right.
country, and
It's a
just
very
like we
strong
do.
program, the ROTC.
It
It's
is.
such a maturity. They mature. They learn responsibility. They
Right.
learn respect
Discipline.
and discipline.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
fabulous program.
Yeah,
My boys went
yeah,
through it for
yeah.
4 years each.
And they have a great,
it
the
makes a
Bluffton
huge
program.
difference.
Yeah, the Bluffton program, they have a wonderful program.
Yep.
Great kids over there. So
Absolutely.
they,
So let's talk about some of the events. So you've got an Oyster Roast coming up on April 5th. Let's
Yes.
talk about that. Where,
Yes.
when,
The
how?
Oyster Factory is going to be from 2 to 6, April 5th. It's going to be at the Bluffton Oyster Factory.
Right.
And Tina and Larry Toomer are going to be sponsoring that down there for us. They're going to provide the oysters. There's going to be pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw. There'll be refreshments, drinks down there. And the tickets are $25 each. And we'll have a good time. This is our 3rd year doing it, and the Toomers has done a fantastic job.
Yeah, that's a great
helping us.
venue down
yeah,
there.
just like you have, getting us on TV and stuff like that. And it's a really, really good venue, and they do a fantastic job down there. So
Great.
we're looking forward to it.
And so what about, let's talk a little bit about I opened with the building fund. Let's talk a little bit about that.
This one, we normally, our pet peeve is the Wounded Warrior project, but this one is going more so to the building fund. We're just trying to find a place so we could have our own space to have our meetings. Right now, Palmetto Electric has been instrumental in helping us with our meetings.
Nice.
And Miss Renee out at Rose Hill, she's given us her place, so we can have some meetings out there. That's out at the Rose Hill Country Club.
Right.
So she's been extremely helpful to us. So she's given us a home also.
Right. So you're looking for land, you're looking for
Yes.
sponsorship,
yes.
donorship
Yes,
of
we're
land?
looking for some rich guy here in Bluffton to maybe give us maybe a half-acre of land, and we could, we could
And you can put your own little,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't need anything big
Nah,
or
nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
We could put a metal building up there, and from that we could sponsor banquets. We could sponsor stuff for kids. We could do all kinds of stuff at a very cut rate price.
Right.
We'll have our own kitchen. We'll have a bar. If you're a veteran or a friend of a veteran, you can come in and get a drink at a reduced price.
Yeah, very nice. And so the auxiliary, tell me a little bit about that.
The auxiliary, we're getting ready to start one. We have our first female member. Her name is Roberta Pujols, and she's an Air Force lady, and she very smart. She's a godsend to us. So we're looking for her too.
So that would be ladies who have either served or the spouse of a vet.
The spouse of a veteran, yes,
right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
yes,
and so that's and again, you don't. I mean, that's really the only criterion. If they're interested, they can get a hold of you at the American Legion.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
yes.
great.
And I like to thank the BNI chapters and stuff, guys like Ron Kirby, Cecilia and Sola, people who supported us over the years, Mike Foskey, Heating and Air, Melissa Fleury from the New Group, Dolph Sewell from Elite Pools. All these are businesses that help us out. And of course, you. You've been a great supporter of us, and we thank you so much, Cindy,
You're
for
so
getting us on and then donating your money.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you,
Thank you.
and see you very soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.